The art of asking questions. Once there was a young man whose name was John. That is to say, not knowing what his name was, and taking all the chances, I think it was probably John, for the same reason I take the liberty of presuming that his other name was Smith. Having previously been a boy, like the generality of young men, John had learned during that period an art, which was almost the only thing that distinguished him from other Johns. He knew how to ask questions. He used to say that his father, who was a farmer, gave him the first lessons in asking questions, and, putting together what his father told him at different times, he compiled a set of rules on the subject, which he showed to a friend only the other day, neatly written on the fly-leaves of his pocket diary. They were headed, The Art of Asking Questions. Number 1. Every man knows something that I do not know. Number 2. Everything, living or inanimate, has something to tell me that I do not know. Number 3. It is better to ask questions of things than of men, but it is better to ask of men than not to ask at all. Number 4. Lazy questions, impertinent questions, and conceited questions are the greatest of nuisances. They are like conundrums without any answers. They tend to make men dislike all questions, and when asked of nature, they get no response from her whatever. Number 5. Asking questions is of no use if a man forgets the replies. I'm going to skip to number 9. Never be ashamed not to know, but be ashamed not to learn. Number 10. Never pretend to know. As for pretending to be ignorant, there is no danger of that, since all men are ignorant. Number 11. As my father said, every stone is a diamond, unless it is not. Therefore, every stone may be a diamond, unless you know it is not. And in finding out that it is not a diamond, you may discover that it is something more useful. Number 12. As my father said, a man who is forever asking and never answering is like the swamp in our 40-acre lot. You can't raise crops without rain on one hand and drainage on the other. The Manufacturer and Builder, June 1870.